Hi, I am Madhurima Datto, a biology and zoology educational content creator. Today's content for B.Sc Zoology Honours and M.Sc and also CUT, UG and PG examination. And today's topic is classification. It is includes in paper 1 non-coordinates. What is classification? Biological classification is the scientific study of arranging organisms into group and subgroup, that is called taxa, on the basis of their similarities and dissimilarities. It is morphological or structural and placing the group in a hierarchy of categories. Next, biological classification is a critical component of the taxonomic process. Biological classification uses taxonomic ranks in order from most inclusive to least inclusive, that is domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. History of classification. The Greeks and Romans Aristotle and 384 to 322 BC. In Western scientific taxonomy, the Greek philosopher Aristotle was the first to classify all living things, and some of his group are still used today, like the vertebrates and invertebrates, which he called the animals with blood and without blood. He further divided the animals with blood into egg-bearing and life-bearing and formed groups within the animals without blood that we recognize today, such as insect and crustacea and testacea or mollusca. Linnean era starting point of modern taxonomy. For nomenclature reasons, true work of Carolus Linnaeus at 1707 to 1778 are regarded as the starting points of modern biological and zoological taxonomy. The Flora in Species Plantarum, published in the edition of Systema Nature in 1758, including global fauna. Next, the taxonomy hierarchy is at first domain, next kingdom, next phylum, next class, next order, next family, next genus, and at the last species. Then now species is divided into subspecies. Next, objectives of classification. To identify and describe all the possible types of species, to arrange the species in various categories on the basis of their similarities and dissimilarities, to evolve a truly natural or phylogenetic system which should indicate origin and evolution of the species, helping in easy identification of organism. Next, types of classification, that is artificial system of classification. It is a system of classification which uses one or two morphological characters for grouping of organisms. Some artificial systems have used habit and habitat for this purpose. Aristotle divided animals into two categories, anemia, that is with red blood, and anemia without red blood. Aristotle also classified animals on the basis of their habitat, aquatic, terrestrial, and aerial. Pliny and the Elder used artificial system for classification both plants and animals into land, air, and water. Pliny distinguished animals into flight-bound, non-flight ones. Flight animals are bat, birds, and insects. Next, natural system of classification. It is a system of classification which takes into consideration of comparable study of a number of characters so as to bring out nature similarities and dissimilarities and hence nature relationship among the organisms. The system employs those characters which are relatively constant. They include morphological characters, anatomical characters, cytological characters, physiology, ontogeny or development, reproduction, cytochemistry and biochemistry, experimental taxonomy, etc. The characteristics are helpful in bringing out maximum number of similarities in a group and comparable differences with other group of organisms. For example, mammals are characterized by the presence of mammal, birds possesses wing and feathers, pneumatic bones, ovipary, four-chambered, they are cold-blooded. Next, phylogenetic system of classification. Classification based on evolutionary relationship of organism is called the phylogenetic system of classification. It is based on the evolutionary concept from Darwin's book on the origin of species by means of natural selection. It reflects the true relationship among the organism. First phylogenetic system was proved by Engler and Pranchel, and zoologists believe that since similarly in structure represent the close evolutionary relationship between classification represent evolutionary and phylogenetic classification.